Very good morning, all of you. The title of my abstract is randomized phase 2. Title of my abstract is randomized phase 2 trial of irradiation and concurrent bevacizumab versus bevacizumab alone as treatment for recurrent glioblastoma, NRG Oncology, RTOG 1205. The authors are Christina Irene Chen. These are the disclosures of study. The rationale for combining bevacizumab and radiation are supports bevacizumab enhancement of radiation response on both tumor and endothelial cells. The direct effect of bevacizumab on
excuse me, Dr. Soni.
Yes, sir.
Do it full screen.
Sir, I'm already full screen.
By enable editing on your screen, sir. On the top, you can see enable editing.
Now, sir?
No, it is not visible. Still see. The yellow line there, it is written enable editing.
Enable editing.
Yes. Now you can do it full screen.
Now, sir?
Is it okay now?
Still not, sir.
Sir, now, sir?
Rectify it.
So you can on your screen you can come down. There is a red line downstairs. Last one. There, last button you can see. Exactly ahead of the volume, sir.
I suggest let him continue.
Okay, no problem.
Please continue your presentation,
yeah.
Dr. Soni. Yes, continue.
Rationale of combining bevacizumab and radiation supports bevacizumab enhancement of radiation response on both tumor and endothelial cells, and a direct effect of bevacizumab on glioma stem cells which are particularly radiation resistant, and increased efficacy with bevacizumab in combination with re-irradiation. The combination of bevacizumab and re-irradiation leads to avoidance of radiation necrosis or late CNS toxicity, long history of safety and tolerability of re-irradiation, but no randomized trials. Modern image-guided radiotherapy may further lesion risk. This table recurrent GBM trials, bevacizumab combined with systemic therapy. The median overall survival for the bevacizumab alone 9.2 months, and with temozolomide 9.4 months, with camptothecin 11, that is irinotecan, 7.7 months, and camptothecin plus 11 plus carboplatin 8.3 months, and with erlotinib, that's 9.7 months. This table shows the bevacizumab combined with re-irradiation. The bevacizumab plus fractionated stereotactic radiotherapy 12.5 months, and 12.1 months in various studies, and with SRS 11.7 months. In RTOG 1205 schema, they stratified in the basis of three characteristics, and the age, Karnofsky performance status, and recent resection. They randomized in two arms. The arm 1, the bevacizumab alone, 2 weekly, that is control arm, and arm 2, the hypofractionated RT 35 day in 10 fractions with concurrent bevacizumab, 2 weekly, that is experimental arms. The primary object of this study is to confirm concurrent bevacizumab and irradiation improves overall survival. The secondary objectives are to estimate 6-month progression-free survival, response rate of adverse events, including CNS toxicity, and to analyze patterns of failure. The eligibility criteria are the histologically confirmed GBM age should be more than equal to 18 years. The tumor recurrence or progression by MRI or CT scan. The KPS should be more than equal to 60 years. Infill recurrence required interval of more than equal to 6 months between completion of prior 60 gray in 6 weeks RT and study infill. The ineligibility criteria are infarctentorial or leptomeningeal disease, the more than 3 relapses, prior therapy with vascular endothelial growth factor inhibitor, and a recurrent tumor greater than 6 centimeter maximum diameter. The results, the duration of study is December 2012 to April 2016. 12 patients were ineligible out of 182 randomized patients, and 11 patients did not receive protocol treatment out of 170 patients. The patient characteristics were fairly balanced. The median follow-up was 12.8 months, and re-irradiation was well tolerated. There is only 5% acute toxicity and 0% delayed more than grade 3 adverse event. This is the Kaplan-Meier plot of median overall survival versus duration months after randomization. We can see here the combination arms. Only the median overall survival is 10.1 months, and the bevacizumab alone is 9.7 months. Kaplan-Meier plot for the progression-free survival versus months duration in months after randomization. Median overall survival for the experimental arm is 7.1 months, and the bevacizumab alone is 2.6 months. This study shows the Cox proportional hazard model for overall survival. As we know, the statistically significant value is if less than equal to 0.05. That is the statistically significant. In the table, age should be more than 50 years, and Karnofsky performance status 90 to 100 in both arms. This table shows the 4,6-methylguanine DNA methyltransferase status. The number of cases in both arms are the unmethylated arms. The Cox proportional hazard model for overall survival with MGMT status. Here in this table shows that methylated MGMT and Karnofsky performance status 90 to 100 are significant. The radiation therapy planning review. The most of cases for tumor volume and organ at risk and analysis score are planned according to per protocol. The supplemental RT plan quality in plan quality scores and overall protocol scores in both scenarios are most of cases planned according to per protocol. The conclusion of this trial is the RTOG at 1205 is the first prospective randomized multi-institutional study to evaluate safety and efficacy of re-irradiation in recurrent GBM using modern RT techniques. Overall, combination is safe and well tolerated. No benefit shown in overall survival, but clinically meaningful improvement in progression-free survival.